Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I have invited you into my kitchen to show you how you can use feasting to your metabolic advantage as we move through the holidays. So if you are new to my videos and to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. I'll tell you over the next 6 weeks as we move into the holidays, I want to bring you more and more about the quality of food, the types of food you can be eating to improve your metabolism. So I'm really excited to bring the science to you, plus the application. And I come live every Thursday to answer your fasting questions. So welcome, I'm excited you're here. And always, if you love this video, please share it out into the world. Now, let's get right down to it. I am seeing a trend in the fasting world where we get so excited about what fasting is doing for our metabolism, we become scared to eat. And that is not what fasting should be about. So on this video, I want to show you how to lean into some of those holiday foods that actually will help you support a healthy metabolism, will support your hormones, and will really heal you as much as fasting can. So let's get right into it. I've got 5 major points that I want to bring out to you, and then I want to talk about some of the foods that are in front of me and why you would want to eat those. The first thing that I want you to realize is that you were designed for feast-famine cycling. So if that's a new concept, I want you to go back and look at and think about the hunter-gatherer days. We didn't have access to food all the time. So we have systems inside of us that get turned on when we're fasting. We've talked a lot about that here, ketosis and autophagy. And we have systems that do really well with feasting. So the first thing to know is this is how you are designed to be. You are meant to go in and out of a fasting state and a feasting state. Now, how do we apply that to the holidays? So what I typically do, and I know we've got people from all over the world, but we are about to go into Thanksgiving here in America, and I will tell you that I already think ahead of time on where my fast will come in handy. For example, on Thanksgiving, I think a lot of people naturally do this. I will be fasting all day and do 1 meal a day. So it's an OMAD day for me, pretty excited about that. And then when I sit down to eat, I will eat. I'm not gonna just, nibble. I'm gonna actually pour into amazing food that my family and I will be cooking. So that's how I do Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving, that is a great time to do an autophagy fast. You got a lot of leftovers. Everybody loves leftovers. So I'll fast about 17 hours so I can get that autophagy effect that we've been talking about here on my channel. But then there's leftovers. I don't want to miss out on the leftovers, so I'll come back over and do some of the leftovers. And I will do a lot of autophagy fasting typically through the holidays because as you guys have probably seen here, autophagy really stimulates the immune system. It cleans those cells up. And during the holidays, we have a lot more, dangerous habits that emerge around our health that can create cellular dysfunction and cellular inflammation. So I personally like autophagy, a lot of 1 meal a days as I go from Thanksgiving all the way through to the new year. Those of us who've been fasting for a while, we get out of the sink of eating breakfast. But for me, the greatest thing to do on Christmas morning, if you celebrate Christmas, is to have a big brunch. So there are days I know I'm just gonna have a big breakfast. And why I tell you guys this is I want you to understand this is how your body is programmed to function. It's programmed to thrive being a sugar burner temporarily, and it's programmed to thrive and heal when you're in a fat burning mode. So we want to click in and out of these two states. So that's the first point, is that you're designed. The second point I want to make is that you should look at where you're going to lean into some of these longer fasts based off of the holidays. So based off your biggest meals and what your traditions are. Okay, third thing, quality of ingredients matters. I can't say enough about this, you guys. Obesogens. There's so much coming out right now about obesogens and how chemicals are contributing to obesity and diabetes. So chemical-free quality ingredients, whole ingredients, go to the source, get away from the processed foods. Those are gonna really help with your metabolic fitness, and they will help you do this click in and click out scenario. So really awesome to be eating really good quality ingredients. I'll show you some of my favorite products that I use. This is a new one that we just discovered, actually, when we were in Minnesota. Sunrise Flowers. We put it on our Dr. Mindy's favorite on my webpage, so you can go there and find links for Sunrise Flowers. But it's ancient grains that are made in and processed in a way that keeps the gluten down and makes it so that a lot of people who have gluten sensitivities can thrive with these foods with Sunrise Flowers. They have pastas, they have pizza making, so this is our new favorite. I made a pie with this the other day that was off the hook, amazing. So if those of you that are not totally gluten sensitive or gluten intolerant, just maybe a little bit of gluten sensitivity, or you stay away from gluten just because of the adverse health effects of that, you might check out Sunrise Flowers. We've done a lot of gluten-free cooking in my house over the years, and this is by far, cup to cup, the best version of flour for those of you who do go gluten-free. The other things when I say quality of ingredients matter, oils really matter. So if you heard my interview with Dr. Kate Shanahan on the Resetter podcast, we talked about how bad oils, so a lot of you that go into the keto diet, you grab onto the low carb piece of keto, but you forget that we've got to look at the oil part, and bad oils make you fat. They make you hold on to weight. They also can cause a lot of inflammation. So oils are a top priority for us in our household. So olive oil, I use this for salad dressings. I do not cook with olive oil because olive oil, when you heat it up, turns into an inflammatory fat. You guys have probably heard me talk a lot about andreas seed oils. Love these oils for women that are over 40 and working on keeping your hormones up. I love the flaxseed oil, is really great for helping with estrogen levels. And then my favorite of theirs is the 5-seed oil. The other one that I absolutely love is Primal Kitchen's salad dressings. Thank God they put all the right oils in there. So this is avocado oil in their salad dressing. So this is a really good option for those of you who don't want to make your own salad dressing. They have an incredible line. Lemon turmeric's my favorite. And then you'll see we got a lot of oils in our house. Ghee oil, less inflammatory. Not everybody loves the taste of ghee, but this is where, when we go ingredients matter, it's these lateral changes that matter. They matter. It's the difference between you being able to cook a healthy meal and not have a adverse reaction, and you feasting and feeling horrible the next day. It's really the quality of ingredients that make or break that, how you're going to feel after you've been eating a meal like this. Raw butter. So love raw butter. This is one that we use in our house. We can get here. Again, I know that we have a worldwide community. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh, little hacks. Did you know if you have access to Gerolsteiner minerals or mineral water, it has the highest amount of minerals in it. So we're about to do a whole fast training week on minerals. But if you're not drinking Gerolsteiner and you know you have like your hair's falling out when you fast, some simple little hacks like adding in mineral water that is known to have higher amounts of potassium and magnesium can be helpful. And then, of course, dry farm wines. We do not drink any wine that has been filled with chemicals. We are so appreciative of dry farm wine because they've already vetted all the wines for us. They've checked the chemical load. They've kept the sugar down. They call these keto wines. Definitely those of us who drink dry farm wines, we've noticed that you can stay in ketosis. The alcohol content is lower. So we'll put a link in there for you guys for dry farm wines. But as far as the ingredients as you shop this week, Understand that the ingredients matter, the quality of the ingredients matter, the fat matters. That is how you can feast without having a bad reaction. So when I talk about this metabolic switching that we're doing, the ingredients make all the difference when you step out of a fasted state. Okay, next thing. Fasting heals, but also food can heal. So I want to remind you guys that I have been teaching here on my channel a lot about how to eat to build your hormones. So those of you women that are over 40, squashes. Right now as we go through the holidays, oh my gosh, there's so many benefits to squash for raising progesterone. I've also seen some research showing that it'll lift up testosterone as well. Perimenopause, menopausal, postmenopausal women, lots of squash. We are huge fans of potatoes, all different kinds of potatoes, because potatoes can feed the good bacteria in your gut, plus they raise progesterone. So you can see here, like this is literally from our basket. We've got all different types of sweet potatoes, white potatoes, so that when we cook, we're bringing in so much variety, and that variety makes a huge difference for the microbiome. So when you are looking at buying just the same old potato over and over and over again, what you're doing is you're only feeding one set of bacteria. Whereas when you bring in the variety, you start expanding the diversity of your microbiome, which is awesome. So look at just, again, these are just simple little changes that will make those feasting moments much better. Okay, last thing I want to point. So use these foods to be able to really help with your hormonal health. And this goes for men and women, but especially women over 40. Okay, last thing. I want to encourage you all to practice slow food. So if there has been any gift of the pandemic, it's been that a lot of us have slowed down. But as we move into Thanksgiving here in America, as we move into the holiday, I want to really encourage you to just take some moments to pause. And when you're cooking, there is such an incredible benefit to just enjoying the process. So we know that chronic disease has really accelerated with fast food. Fast food is where it's not just a fast food restaurant, but it's convenient food that I don't cook, that I just pick up and I eat. Slow food is where we sit, we take time to cook our food, we take time to eat our food, we enjoy the whole experience. Let me tell you what that does to your digestive system and to your hormones. So, couple interesting things. We know that when you're in the kitchen cooking food and you're smelling food, that just the smell of food releases enzymes that help you digest your food better. So take time to cook. That's awesome. We also know that when you're eating, if you take at least 20 minutes or longer to slowly eat your food, at the 20-minute mark, what's going to happen is your brain will register that you're full. So you actually will end up eating less if you slow down while you're eating, enjoy your company, and just in the whole experience instead of trying to quickly shovel the food in. Of course, when it tastes good and you've been fasting all day, it's quite easy to shovel it in. But just take a moment and realize it's going to take 20 minutes for your brain to register yourself full. So the more you slow that process down, the less food you will typically eat. And then the last thing, and what is so incredibly important to me, is that this time of year gives us an incredible opportunity to connect those that we love. And when you're sitting at a meal with amazing, good quality food, and you're eating food in a very slow and appreciative way with people around you that you love, you're stimulating oxytocin. And remember that oxytocin is at the top of the hormonal hierarchy. So please, let's all get a bunch of oxytocin, because when oxytocin goes up, cortisol goes down. When cortisol goes down, you're going to regulate insulin better. When insulin is regulated better, now you're going to be able to regulate those sex hormones. So stopping and really appreciating the process of making food, eating food, and the company you're with has a massive impact on your digestive system and your overall metabolic health. So we love fasting. We're going to do a lot of it this year or until the end of this year, but we love feasting, and I really want to help you reconnect to these foods that are so powerful for your health, powerful for your hormones, and the opportunity to come together as a community and as family is just a gift for us all. So I'm going to leave links for a lot of this stuff. If you guys are trying to figure out how to find it, I'll make it easy for you. Things like the Redmond salt and the oils and the dry farm wines. So if you have access to those links and want to purchase those, then hopefully you'll benefit from them. So as always, enjoy your holidays. Please don't get locked into fasting being the only thing that heals you and helps you, because food can be incredible. So enjoy and post your pictures. Put them on Instagram. I want to see how you guys feast over the holidays.